man, say man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.
Hey man, say man, this about to be a very special episode of YeaManeTV. Tell them who we got on the joint.
Got big Bunz, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, what side of the city you coming from?
South Memphis.
South Memphis. Hey, how was it growing up in the South for you?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I grew up on a quiet street, pretty much.
South Memphis?
Yeah, older people. Now we had, stuff happening in surrounding areas. We would hear things, but for the most part, it was quiet and a beautiful experience.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What type of stuff though? Like, did you grow up seeing or hearing, or like what type of stuff was instilled in you at a young age?
Just be good at what you do.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like whatever it is that you, do, or whatever it is that you want to do, just do it well. And also continue to stay educated. So.
Hey, what the importance of education? What is the importance of education? Because like most folks, man, they think that you got money or you got popularity or whatever that you can just shoot up to the top. Like, how important is education?
I mean, education is, it is the most important thing. Yeah. And not just like institutional education, but like
street smart.
Right. Street smarts, like common sense, life experiences, all of those things mold us and shape us for into who we are as people.
Yeah, and they help when you deal with the business side of music, because most people don't be on the business, right? But when did music become a part of your life? Like, when did you start like dibbling and dabbling with the music?
I mean, I feel like everybody's journey into music is when they're children.
Yeah.
Like, before we knew how to talk, we were singing. Like making all different types of noises and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess like the first song that really just that I could remember that touched my spirit was Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Like the whole miseducation of Lauryn Hill. We played that front to back on the weekends. So it was really like old school music for us.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, look, man. Hey, you orange down, man. Yeah. Hey, what is it about orange that you just, you love?
I mean, I just think that the color looks nice on me. But other than that, I say that I started like really getting or like taking an adventure into different parts of Memphis. Like when I got of age to just start being out, and doing stuff. My name was Peachy King on Instagram. Yeah. And when I started just like going out and everything like that, folks would be like, Peach, Peach, Peach.
Peach.
So it's like, I was like, all right, it sticks. I mess with it or whatever the case may be. So that's what I went with.
Yeah. So like, what inspired you to start Peach Palace though?
So I got into like coordination and all of that different type of stuff like in high school. Again, like I had also a background in nonprofit, so I was really just more so interested in seeing how things work.
Yeah. So
I love to go to events, but I'm like, okay, what does it take to actually put on an event? Like, what does it take to, bring people together and organize and everything like this? So I just started getting into that. And after I got into that, I was just like, okay, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, or like, because I was like, okay, I don't just do music. I don't just draw. I don't just do all of these different types of things. Like, how can I combine everything? And I just like did a simple Google search, and I was like, what is this? When you do all of this, what is this? And I came upon like creative direction, which was not a career field that was introduced to me, in high school. Everybody thought like, okay, she finna be a doctor. She finna be a this. She finna be a that. And, that's not out the cards, but I've always loved to express myself.
Yeah.
So that's how it came about, was just like housing everything it is that I do and putting it into like one big thing so that it works together.
Hey man, say man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.
Yeah. What is it? What made you want to help artists though? Like, what inspired you to help?
Because I am an artist.
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like, you know, when you're helping other people do what it is that they want to do, it's like you're also expressing yourself and, you know, exercising your talents and things like that, building your portfolio. So I was just like, all right, you know, my friends, my close, like, you know, close acquaintances and things like that, they're doing stuff. I'm finna show up for them.
Yeah.
You know, because I support what it is that they do. And I'm finna find, like, this is my space. Like, this is my spot, and I'm finna, like, stay in it.
Yeah. Now, what inspired you to go ahead and drop your first single, Show Out, though? Like,
so we did drop Show Out with JD Daughtry, Dame Mufasa, and Young Goody on 4/20 of this year.
Yeah.
And folks was just like, you know, well, I give you just like a backstory on Show Out. Okay, so a couple of years ago, I'd say, like, probably coming up on like the second year, I was just in the studio, and JD was like, I'm gonna need you to do like a hook for this, you know, or do something on it. So I just went in there and I did it. I recorded myself. I record all of my like verses and everything like that.
Yeah, you recorded yourself, like engineered?
So I record myself, and then the guys go in and mix and master and all of that different type of stuff. And I'm just like, I'm self-taught, so I'm just learning as I go, really much, like, really.
Yeah.
So I got in there, and I was like, all right, I'm finna do this. And it didn't take me long, because when I get in there, it don't really take me long.
Yeah.
To get what it is that I want. And if I feel like it does take long, then I'm finna go on there, you know, go on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But I did it, and they was like, you know, this shit hard, you know, and they was actually like, I guess like numerically or whatever, like they was like, okay, this is a little bit too long, but I was like, we're not finna cut none of this part. Like, this is gonna be my part, and then it ended up turning into my song.
So yeah, it took over. Okay then.
So, you know, when we get into the studio and we start recording like the other verses, I didn't tell nobody like that it was me or nothing like that. I just wanted to get that raw like reaction. And they was like, who is this? Who is this? Cause it was like, it don't sound like nobody we know or nothing like that. Like, you know, I'm like, and I just like, and they was like, this you? I'm like, yeah, this is me. And they went in, they finished it. And they really knocked that out. Like, we be serious about that. Like, when we get up in there, we finna get up in there, we finna do what we supposed to do. And and that's what it was. We released it. Folks was like, where your verse at now?
Yeah. Hey, who are your musical influences though? Like, when you go in the booth, who you think about, or who inspires your style of rap?
Right. So again, like, first ever album, front to back, Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. But then, like, when you get into like early influences of music, it's Otis Redding, it's, you know, Marvin Gaye, it's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, it's Al Green, it's all of those different types of things. And I guess like in recent times, it would be Summer Walker. Summer Walker is like, and I'm talking about like EP, clear EP, and, you know, and not Summer Walker now, but like when she first started and even till now, like I really just love her transformation as an artist into being and doing what it is that she wants to do. You know, it's like, it ain't what nobody else want to do. It's like, it's what you want to do and what you want to make of it. And yeah, Jasmine Sullivan.
Huh?
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
of course, Beyonce. You know, I grew up as a child listening to Beyonce. My mom was a huge Beyonce fan. But yeah, Jasmine, my girl.
Hey man, say man. Matter of fact, YeaManeTV.
I heard you say you record your own music and you self-taught. Do you prefer to have a team, or like do you prefer to like do that on your own?
I mean, I have a team. I feel like, you know, everyone prefers to have that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you also gotta figure out and find out how to do things on your own as well.
Yeah.
Cause like when I'm in the mood to go and record myself, you know, they might not be, or they might be, you know, doing something else. So I gotta be able to get in there and like, you know, do it myself.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, in a perfect world, who would you sign to?
Who would I sign to?
Yeah.
Just,
you know, a label you a fan of.
A label that I'm a fan of. That's hard. That's hard. I won't say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I won't say.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But that isn't my aspiration though.
Yeah.
If my aspiration is not to get signed, because again, like I have my own company, and I want to partner.
What's it called? What's your own company called?
Young World Entertainment.
Young World Entertainment. How did it come about?
So, Young World probably started around about 2000, and I say with like 14, just as JD Daughtry, Mike Maxis, and a couple of other, you know, people. And I actually met them in high school. So we met in high school. I started going onto my local scene and, you know, going to different events and everything like that, open mic night at the Den. And, you know, one day we just ended up linking up. And, you know, he had been doing music for a really long time, like since he was in high school. I would see him performing, you know, like at assemblies and all of that different type of stuff. And he's definitely come like a long way. You know, everyone has. But it's something like you can see like passion and recognize talent, you know. So we just linked up one day and I was like, we need to get this shit in order. We need to go on and get our LLC. We need to, you know, learn, you know, like the business end of what it is that we're doing. And we're still in the process of that. We're still growing and procuring, and we're still in the process of like, you know, collaborating with other artists and local artists and everything like that too.
Hey, since you had brought her up, I want to get your opinion on this situation. Look, Summer Walker, she fucked with Lil Meat, and you know they had that little situation where he was helping his folks with the groceries in the house. She broke up with him. He said it was his cousin and all this shit. Like, what you thought about that situation?
I don't think I heard about that part.
What part?
Like the part with the groceries and all of that.
With the groceries?
No, I didn't see that. Again, like I see certain things, but then it's certain things I'm just like,
yeah, beyond this, yeah.
It is what it is. Like that's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because I did, again, like I know that Lil Meech, like he do what Power and stuff like that. Like he's on, he's on like those shows. But again, like I don't even watch those shows. But it's like Summer Walker. It's like she's doing what she wants to do. You know, she is a mama. Everybody goes through their, you know, own thing. So it's just a learning experience, really.
Hey, are there any artists that you like have aspirations of working with? If I like a dream list.
So I would love to collaborate on Show Out, like a remix of Show Out with all female artists, because I do have a couple of versions with like my male artists and stuff like that. And I mean, it's like I need my female version. Like I need, you know, like that all.
And Memphis women, they turned up right.
That's what I'm saying. So let's see. I think recently I did a show at Bunz called Memphis on Fire, and I saw this artist named Pre-Stacks and Big Hunter, and we also did like this live show episode last week. And Hunter, she turned, and we was talking about collaborating. So as far as like bigger artists, I mean, it's like, of course, like anyone who's feeling, you know, like anyone who feeling show out, like anyone who resonates with it, anyone who fuck with it, it make you move, it makes you like smile and enjoy yourself and all of that different type of stuff. If that's what it is, like hop on the out. Like that's how I feel.
Hey, where you see yourself in the next 5 years though?
Next 5 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, shout out to King Spit. I did a podcast.
Shout out to King Spit, man.
Last week. And I told them, I was like, everywhere, anywhere that I can be, like anywhere that God places me, that's where I want to be. Because the goal is to be closer to God, is to be closer to your family, is to provide for your family. Yeah. So wherever that takes me, whether that's my visual arts and show out at the same time and creative directing and all of that different type of stuff, like I just see me doing more of what it is that I want to do and being more, being a better version of myself.
Hey man, say man, matter of fact, YeaManeTV.
Can you talk about your nonprofit organization?
So I started a nonprofit back when I was in high school, but we took a break from that because, you know, again, like learning and everything like that, that's something that, you know, that's something that I definitely love to revamp at a certain point. But I worked in nonprofit since I was in high school.
Yeah.
So one of the nonprofits that I worked for, they teach children, or they teach teens how to start businesses, and they give them seed funding to do so. I was a student of that program, and then I ended up interning and working there full time. So I did that, and I did that for like 2 going on 3 years, and I worked at a couple of other nonprofits throughout the city. And, you know, it's a need in certain, well, really in all areas, but in certain areas, like there are needs that need to be met, and skills, like just basic skills that we need to know as people so that we can excel in business and things like that. And that's what we were doing.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, is there anything that we need to be on the lookout for?
So show out is coming soon. It should be out within the next week. We are also dropping a live performance. Can You Spit, we're dropping that podcast soon. And then, you know, who knows? Y'all will probably end up getting the official video this year for sure. So.
Hey, we're going to leave out on this. What's one message for the people that believe in you?
For the people that believe in me?
Family supporters.
So for the people that believe in me, I'm just like, I'm always appreciative, you know, and it's also a thing of like, believe in yourself as much as you believe in me.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Yeah, for sure. That my big Bunz, I appreciate you. You got a beautiful soul, man. Keep on doing your thing. Keep on pushing, show out. Yeah, man.
Hey, show out.
Hey, man, say, man, we gone, man. Yeah, man.
All right, thank you.
Hey, man, say, man, matter of fact, YeaManeTV.